whose private ear am I confidentially whispering my confessions? Why should I? Why should I confess at all? I hope that this tale which you are about to witness will bring an interesting turn of events that I will retell in my life. I hope that you find this insightful and useful.
Confess!
Confess!
Here begins the confessions of Thomas de Quincey.
Here begins the confessions of Thomas de Quincey.
What is my sin?
Opium Eater.
Opium Eater. Here are all the witnesses all assembled, ready to be called to give evidence. Here begins the trial of Thomas de Quincey. Here begins the trial of Thomas de Quincey.
What is my crime?
Opium Eater. Opium Eater.
I did occasionally take opium.
The same, the exquisite pleasure it gave him.
Exquisite pleasure.
It was not for the purpose of gaining pleasure. It was of mitigating pain of the most severe degree.
Bring forward the doctor, your lord. He thought it proper to drink laudanum for the sake of obtaining splendid dreams.
It's not true!
I am the druggist. He did visit most frequently.
Ah, the minister of celestial pleasures.
He thought it proper to drink laudanum for the sake of intuition into the power and visions of our human nature.
I was seduced by opium. I was trapped, and I tried to escape the prison it kept me in.
For the bandstanding trial, opium was an essential pleasure. The prison he never wanted to leave.
He has indulged in it to an excess of any other man.
It is no less true.
I do not need this trial. I've been on trial already. I am tortured by guilt, and I am haunted by the phantoms that appear in my dreams. See! They join us here and now, waiting for the day to retreat, so that they may haunt my dreams further still. Come forward and show yourselves, you cowards!
Be careful, Thomas, not to mock the spirits in the warm light of day and the safe company of others. The cold darkness of night will descend soon and wrap you in its lonely shroud. And there, I will be waiting.
Overtakes him.
If you cannot speak sense, then let us retire and conduct this trial non-interrupted by nonsense.
Well then, I wish to call forth my witness, a dear friend to me. She will show pity and mercy on me.
You have no one. Not even the mercy of the Lord.
I have my beloved Anne.
That wretched girl, a prostitute for your defence.
I feel no shame, nor have I any reason to, in avowing that I was then on friendly and familiar terms with a woman in such an unfortunate condition.
Familiar and friendly terms? With a woman in that unfortunate condition? We frown on you, Thomas.
You need neither smile nor frown. Might I remind you that in the existing state of my purse, my relationship with such a woman could not have been impure.
And you will not question the motive of these friendly terms.
I was a poor, friendless girl who had not yet completed her 16th year, at the mercy of the ruffians who had plundered my little property.
Just a wretched streetwalker, a girl of a lower order.
Oh, let me not class thee, O noble-minded Anne, with that order of women. Let me instead find a gentler name, one that befits your title. You were there, and you nurtured me to health when I needed it most. I owe it to this day that I am at this time alive because of you.
But this noble-minded dad is lost.
We became parted.
I sought to trace her, but I felt deep sorrow at my disappointment and pain.
And thinking of thee, with grief at heart and perfect love, I walk at this time to Oxford Street. in dreaming our flight.
Now I think of her as one long since laid in the grave, taken away before the brutalities and infirmities could destroy and transfigure her ingenious nature.
Or the brutalities of the ruffians who completed the ruin they had begun. Farewell.
A long farewell. Farewell to smiles, farewell to laughter, farewell to hope, farewell. My apologies for breaking through this delicate reserve. I did not intend for this to come before the public eye until after my death. But I do hope that this tale is useful and instructive.
Interpretation of Thomas and Quincey.
By accident, I met an acquaintance. He recommended opium.
Opium, very for the magical pleasure and pain.
The man, if man he was, he opened up the paradise of opium eaters.
The ones on Oxford Street, they came to me. Those who seek relief from ills.
Those who give in to the temptations of suicide. And those for whom courage was necessary.
The commons are strewed with pills in preparation for the known demands of the evening.
It was a dreary afternoon, wet and cheerless. This is a sight our world has yet to show again, and it's another dreary afternoon in London. I came across a druggist's shop.
The druggist, unconscious minister of celestial pleasures.
I asked for a tincture of opium.
Black wig and false induced on the forehead, or to refresh the lips when baked and hatched with fever.
My pain has been softened.
Or subtle, and mighty opium, to the hearts that pour in the life. For the wounds that will never heal, and the pangs that tempt the spirits to rebel, bring me raging cry.
I arrived at my lodgings and lost not a moment in taking the quantity prescribed.
You were ignorant to the whole art and mystery of opium taking. And what you took into every disadvantage.
But I took it. And in an hour, what an upheaving from its lowest depths to the inner spirit.
What an apocalypse of the world's been you.
My pains vanished, and positive effects began to open up within me.
For the panacea of all human woes.
Here is the secret of human happiness. Happiness for of pain. The ecstasy, the divine luxuries of opium.
Give us back hope of thy youth, a brief oblivion, and anarchy dreaming sleep of sunlight on buried beauties, cleansing the dishonours within the grave.
Only thou give us these gifts to man, O subtle and just and mighty opium.
Descend into the gross indulgence of opium. Descend into the gross indulgence of opium. A glass of laudanum. One. And without sugar. Nobody will last long who deals much with opium.
Its pleasures even are a grave and solemn complexion.
And in his happiest state, the opium eater is close to misery. The consequences of opium is depression. He is caught between heaven and hell, stranded in flesh eels of cold. There is no step onwards to him who has reached this extremity, except into the depths below.
How came an invisible man to subject himself to such misery? Thomas, renounce it!
You cannot reach him. He is beyond this earth. He is lost in our world, under the spell of opium, lying under the weight of incubus and nightmare. Forcibly confined to his bed by the mortal languor of a relaxing disease.
Spells chain him down from morning.
And what is to take place in his dreams?
Will the acutest of suffering.
Upon the darkness, all manner of phantoms.
And those walls you know it even more.
I was under the spells of opium.
He lies under the incubus at nightmare, forcibly confined to his bed.
Destiny will not allow any more inclination on the journey.
My love, renounce it. Confess and find salvation.
A glass of laudanum, warm and without sugar.
My love, renounce it.
You know what I am.
Why did you not relieve yourself of the horrors of opium? He has yielded himself to the fascinations of opium far too easily.
No man can resist its terrors.
I made attempts innumerable to reduce the quantity.
Down to a point, it can be released with ease.
Down to a point. But after that point, the opium eater is close to misery.
Thomas, let your labours terminate here.
We painted it with bright darkness, clouded ladies. The ladies danced and looked lovely.
Even though he knew they'd been dead for 2 centuries. Suffer, Thomas!
Neither die
Or survive.
There's no comforts in opium.
Opium. Opium. Dread agent.
Dread agent.
Pleasure.
And pain.
Played the visions of ghastly phantoms.
Thomas, renounce it.
The day has come. The day my beloved Adam's lost from me.
We were due to meet at the battlement of Titchford Street.
At 6 o'clock.
I come from Riverhaven, Old Oxford Street.
And just like that, she was lost on him. taken away. London society is cruel, harsh, and repulsive.
Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
Poor, friendless girl. One of that unhappy class.
Not yet completed her 16th year.
At the mercy of the ruffian who plundered her little property.
London society is cruel, harsh, and repulsive.
No, no, no. London society is harsh and cruel and repulsive. Oxford Street moans and echoes to the sound of innumerable harps.
Unwholesome juice on the forehead, lips parched and baked with fever. Unwholesome juice on the forehead, lips parched and baked with fever. 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 Here are the consolations of death, death, death,
Death.
death, 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 death.
So then, Oxford Street, stony-hearted stepmother, thou that listenest to the sighs of orphans, and you drinkest the tears of children. Well, I am at length of thee now. No more shall I pace your avenues. No more shall I wake with the pangs of hunger. No more. Because these are the consolations of death.
Here are the consolations of death.
Into your private ear, I have now whispered my confessions.
Time for the judgment of Thomas de Quincey. What is your verdict?
Guilty. The church bell sends its summons.
He has known the virtues of opium, making no found relief upon the empire, not on spells or pleasure, but on torture.
I am laid here, stuck as if by frost.
Buried alive for 1,000 years in stone coffins, in narrow chambers at the heart